Customer states rear brakes sound like Dory from Finding Nemo talking to the whale. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Easy Peasy. I'm Zach, and today we're taking a look at r/brand new sentence. Watch a woman tell her husband she's pregnant while Conan O'Brien pours good milk down the sink. You know what? I'd watch Conan O'Brien do just about anything. I will definitely watch this later. Why are vampires always wealthy in movies? Like, how do they make a living? If you've been alive since 1892 and still broke, just step into the sun. Dating a skinny guy is cool until you roll down the window on the freeway and he flies out like a McDonald's napkin. I've seen this one. It's only physics if it's from the physique region of France. Otherwise, it's just sparkling math. What insect is this? It makes a screeching sound day and night. Found around coordinates. Why did they dox the cicada? Found something new to say when I leave a room. Stay fresh, cheese bags. Are you living, or are you just jumping from one obsession to the other to run away from yourself? What are you, the coping mechanism police or something? A guy walking with one crowbar is more suspicious than a guy walking around with 3 crowbars. But if he's carrying 100 crowbars, it's also suspicious. So there's a certain crowbar to suspicion ratio. Thinking about in 7th grade when I got escorted to the police station after school because they found out I was prank calling local businesses as Ricky PP. And when I walked in, the officer who was waiting there with my mom to talk to me said, if it isn't Ricky PP. The cost to operate this printer each month is equivalent to 4,000 Taco Bell tacos, 1,084 gallons of gas, 42 tickets to Disney World. Think before you ink. A student wants you to know, with my tuition I could pay for 41,460 Taco Bell tacos, 10,365 gallons of gas, and 465 tickets to Disney World. With this times 5,200 students, I should be able to print whatever the hell I want. I once heard ska described as what plays in a 13-year-old kid's head when he gets extra mozzarella sticks, and nothing in this world is more accurate. People protesting for Disneyland to open so they can walk around in the blazing sun for 7 hours to go on 3 rides and have the worst family fight in years and silently drive home. Ugh. New dating app idea called 7.5. Only for people who are like a strong 7, maybe an 8 on a good day, who look kinda athletic but would probably die if they had to run a mile, have depression but the kind that makes you funny. Car's check engine light is on, no one else is allowed. I know that adults do multiple loads of laundry for different colored clothes, but I've been putting all my clothes in at the same time, and I'm just saying, nothing bad has happened. Modern laundry sauce doesn't cause color leaching like old laundry sauce did. Call it something else. Clothes marinade. Guys, at my university I have a part-time job where my sole responsibility is filling up the piano humidification systems with water. I literally am a piano waterer, and to be honest, I kind of feel like I'm thriving. I feel like I need to add that I carry around this water jug that kind of looks like a regular watering can, and when people ask me what I'm doing, I say, watering the pianos, and walk away. You can take one man's trash to another man's treasure, but you can't make it drink. Fun fact, the blending of idioms or cliches is called a malaphor. My personal favorite is, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. I'm rather fond of It's Not Rocket Surgery, and not the sharpest egg in the attic, but my all-time favorite is Until the Cows Freeze Over. You've opened this can of worms, now lie in it. The word daddy has been so sexualized that my kids are gonna have to call me bruh or some shit. It's ridiculous when someone tells me, aren't there more important things to be mad about? You novice, you f***ing rube, you idiot. I can be mad about 20,000 things at once. I am a walking chimera of various furies and petty qualms. It's easy to have the courage of a lion. They're gigantic and have claws and no natural predators. Have the courage of the guinea pig, a 2-pound meat potato with 0 offensive or defensive abilities that will scream at an ape 1,000 times its size if their lettuce is too wilty. I'm watching Longmire again. Forgot every episode, so it's just like watching it for the first time again. Lol, that's how movies I watched between 2007 to 2009 feel to me. Wait until to have a stroke. It's awesome. Lol, might have to post a screenshot on r/brand new sentence. What's that? A subreddit for posting sentences you've never seen before. Wait until to have a stroke. It's awesome. Make me famous. Thank God I don't have a girlfriend this Christmas. I would be on the Amazon homepage crying and throwing up figuring out how to spell lingerie. So I was just in the men's room pissing, and dude in the stall had explosive diarrhea. I, not being a robot, laughed, and the boomer 2 urinals down told me not to laugh. I said, bro, don't talk to me while my d is in my hand, and explosive diarrhea guy laughed. Whole thing was just bizarre. You know what's cool? I'm a woman doing something only a woman can do, growing a baby inside my body. Congrats on being in. rolling my eyes so far back in my head that I make direct eye contact with a goblin that operates me like a marionette. Trying to find nice loafers, and my girlfriend laughed at me for checking Reddit, saying that the guys there wouldn't know. Now on an 800 post thread where dudes are berating each other about leather quality. They know so much about loafers it ruined their life. I'm on the right side. My friend is dating a guy named Blaine, and I accidentally called him Blaze, which was her ex's name, and she got really mad at me as if it's my fault that she exclusively dates guys who sound like Pokemon gym trainers. I don't mind paying $10 or $15 for a book because I know the author likely spent 5 years staring at a screen in panic yelling, "I'm a fraud, I have no idea what I'm doing," and they are now entitled to compensation. This lady gave me her food order. I repeated it back and told her, "That comes to $6.66. She said, "Oh no, I don't like that total. Better throw in a corn dog." Surely this woman is an inspiration. She's out here fighting off the powers of Satan with a corn dog as a weapon of choice. Garlic is to cooking as vanilla extract is to baking, in that the amount I add to my food is guided by reckless extravagance and utter disregard, verging on mild contempt for the recipe as written. 50 years ago, if you wanted to see a picture of a raccoon, you either had to already have it or drive to a library. And raccoon in a funny hat? Forget about it. Another wooden ball. Would it kill the makers of avocados to include a different toy like a mood ring or a novelty eraser? My grandfather, whose favorite hobby is reminding me how rude and entitled my generation is, just called the kid working the counter at Baskin-Robbins a limp jabroni because they ran out of rainbow sprinkles. Right. OMG, you're so skinny. Eat something. Eat my ass, Tamara. I just killed a whole pizza in 6 minutes. My metabolism is faster than these hands, but you can still order them if you would like. Imagine you were a whale and you were breaking up with your whale girlfriend and humans recorded your conversation and put it on Spotify to fall asleep to. That would be so fucked up. Guys, the history of marathons is kinda whack. A guy in ancient Greece died after running 26 miles, and what do we do to honor him? We run 26 miles and not die? People decided to just flex on him for the rest of eternity? If anyone pulls something like that on me, it's instant hands. Why does everyone say housewife or house husband when house spouse is not only gender neutral, but also rhymes? Wait, spouse rhymes with house? I always pronounced it spoos in my head. Why is your language so weird? Because English beats up other languages in dark alleys than rifles through their pockets for loose grammar and spare vocabulary. Director, give me an expiration that says, "I just ate your butterfly collection and I have 7 scented erasers in my booty." Willem Dafoe. What if nipples clicked in and out like pens? Well, I have to think about that now. Can't believe that pioneer women used to churn butter for hours without even listening to a podcast about Bigfoot. Historically, when performing long, repetitive tasks like churning butter or weaving cloth, people would sit together and tell stories. Folk stories, fairy tales, and even stories about mysterious ape-like figures living in the forests. So, yes, pioneer women did listen to podcasts about Bigfoot while churning butter. Do you ever wonder how many stories have been told about you? I don't mean rumors or gossip. A story like, one time I was at the mall and this girl dropped her hot dog, but she picked it up and ate it. What if I'm that girl? How many times have people seen me do something I thought no one saw and is now being used as an icebreaker at a family dinner? One time I was in this historical park in New York and I was climbing a tree in order to get a good photo and I fell out just as a family was walking past. 2 years later, I ran into the mom at Stop and Shop and she gasped and said, "Oh my god, tree girl?" And I've never been the same since. I can fix him. No, you can't. The chemicals that make you want a baby are mixing with decades of microplastics in your brain. My brother used to think that a man sat under the escalators and operated them. He also thought that that man's name was James and that was his real dad, not our dad. So every time we passed the escalators at the mall, my brother would scream at our dad, "You're not my real dad. James is my real dad." What the fuck? How do you even stop this? I mean, seriously? Archers and flanking cavalry. Come on, man. Do you even command a legion? Starting a job feels like you're a new character on the 9th season of a TV show. The dopest thing about horses is that they're basically grass engines. Like, grass goes in, fast comes out. Most things that produce fast, like cheetahs and cars, use much more heavily processed grass like horses and oil. And yet, here horses are, producing the fast with only the grass. Are you okay? Me pre-kids. I'm never gonna lie to my kids, ever. Me with kids. I just got off the phone with Santa, the firefighter dog from Paw Patrol, and the Green Power Ranger, and they all agree. If you don't put your shoes on, they're gonna have to put down another unicorn. If you're bored, you can simply close your eyes and rotate a cow in your mind. It's free, and the cops can't stop you. I'm an alpha male. No, you're not. You're an ass that thinks talking over people makes you important. Do you even know what an alpha does? They feed and protect their pack. Where's your fanny pack full of cheesy crackers, Steve? If you are out with your buds and don't have ibuprofen, Neosporin, and cheesy crackers with you, you are not an alpha. Frankie Larson has spoken. Owning an old home is great because you get to fix 60-year-old prior repairs. Oh, you want to change that light fixture? In 1957, some dude named Dick hot-wired the current fixture, and instead of using a junction box, just nailed it all to a joist and filled the cavity with asbestos. When I was 10 or so, I was deathly afraid of vampires, so I stole the garlic powder from my mom's spice cabinet and kept it in my coat pocket, and if I was out at night with my parents and thought someone was acting really sus, I'd try to surreptitiously sprinkle a little garlic powder on them. Like, imagine a weird little girl deciding you failed her vibe check and promptly seasoning you. If you were to commit a murder, how would you do it? It's got to be big. No slipping something into someone's drink, that's just pathetic. I'd use a steamroller, just leave a stain on the road. There's probably a couple of people I'd put under a steamroller, but I won't say who they are. Otherwise, when they see a steamroller coming their way, they'll be on full alert, and steamrollers don't go very fast. This guy's thought this out. I love Sasha, but can y'all remember that other countries exist and Sasha isn't inherently a feminine name? In this episode of Questions That Have Never Been Asked Before, is this rabbit a genderqueer icon or just Slavic? Elon Musk is a 50-year-old man with more money than God, and he spends his time spamming 9gag memes on Twitter because he got dumped by a girl that looks like she would shoplift plastic things from Spencer's. He has the same origin story as Knuckles the Echidna and refuses to pay taxes, and when he gets called out for it, he'll put some stunt like, if the government can give me a detailed plan of what they'll use the money for by 420, I'll sell 69 shares of Tesla stock. Like, he's the Smosh version of the Joker, and he'll probably get away with taking over Mars because that weird dude you know who hasn't upgraded his personality since 2011 and talks about the Death Star having contractors on it when it blew up like it was a real event, will see this and go, epic win. The intersecting needs of Christian children's cartoons to make all biblical figures both painfully average-looking white people and as unsexualized as possible creates a hellish world where all of humanity is descended from two John Arbuckles. When you forget to shake the bottle and ruin your food with that ketchup well, Americans be like, hello, my name is Richard, call me Dick. British people be like, jubilant salutations, acquaintance, it is I, Sir Bumble Henry Nook Kentuhan Hooten Pritchard Baker. It is my humble request to you to refer me as Testicles. When we were at Costco earlier, James was cruising right along and I told him to slow down and he was like, we're only here for 3 things, and a sea of dads just erupted in laughter and, buddy, that's what you think, just lit him the fuck up. The Costco dads are absolutely relentless. Christian girls be like, there's no one else on the planet like this man. God broke the mold when he made you, and it's just Connor. Human equivalent of a Honda Accord whose favorite food is toast and thinks taking off your bra is adequate foreplay. Pigs are known to be very smart animals, and now scientists have demonstrated that they are capable of playing video games. If I get trick-shotted by someone and on the mic I hear oink oink, I'm making fucking bacon. And well, just like that, we have reached the end of r/brand new sentence. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you get notified every time Easy Peasy uploads. And hey, if you want to see more from me, my links are always down in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, I'll see you around.